How do we get to the land of love? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. I'm delighted to be your host of our morning meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. This is a three-part program. Today is Monday, and today is going to be a great day. If you're new to our meditation group on our Jesuit campus here in Hollywood at Blessed Sacrament, one word we would like you to hear: welcome. You have found an amazing community of like-minded souls who believe in engaging in a morning practice to give the first part of the day to God and then let the rest of the day unfold as she will. It's a three-part program. We always begin with a little inspiration. This morning, I'm happy to report we will be drawing from Father Anthony de Mello, one of the all-time great giants when it came to Jesuit spirituality. Second part is the meditation group. If this is your first time meditating, no fears or worries needed, as Father Thomas Keating, who was the founder of Centering Prayer, says there is no way to do it wrong. It is so easy, it is almost hard to believe. You simply sit down and give this 20 minutes to God. It helps to pick a little sacred word to repeat 4 or 5 times: love, kindness, peace, anything at all that has meaning to you, and then drop down and enjoy a little deep rest. And of course, if thoughts come up, just return to the word. And then the last part of the morning practice is we do a little Jesuit Examine, where we look over the weekend and notice where God showed up for us in beautiful ways. So let's begin our week with my favorite, Father de Mello, and see what he has to say about the land of love. If we really dropped illusions for what they can give us or deprive us of, we would be alert. The consequence of not doing this is terrifying and unescapable. We lose our capacity to love. If you wish to love, you must learn to see again. And if you wish to see, you must learn to give up your drug. It is as simple as that. Give up your dependency. Tear away the tentacles of society that have enveloped and suffocated nothing less than your very being. We must drop them. Externally, everything will go on as before, but though you will continue to be in the world, you will no longer be of it. In your heart, you will now be free at last, if utterly alone. Your dependence on your drug will die. You don't even have to go to the desert. You're right in the middle of people, and you are enjoying them immensely. But they no longer have the power to make you happy or miserable. And that's what aloneness means. Wait, did we hear that right? Let me read it one more time. Your dependence on your drug will die. You don't have to go to the desert. You're right in the middle of people, enjoying them immensely. But they no longer have the power to make you happy or miserable. And that's what aloneness means. In this solitude, dependency dies, and the capacity to love is born. One no longer sees others as means of satisfying one's addiction. Only someone who has attempted this knows the terrors of the process. It's like inviting yourself to die. It's like asking the poor drug addict to give up the only happiness he has ever known. How to replace it with the taste of bread and fruit and the clean taste of the mountain air, the sweetness of the water of the mountain stream. while he is struggling with his withdrawal symptoms and the emptiness he experiences within himself now that his drug is gone. Nothing can fill the emptiness except that drug. Can you imagine a life in which you refuse to enjoy or take pleasure in a single word of appreciation or to rest your head on anyone's shoulder for support? Think of a life in which you depend on no one emotionally so that no one has the power to make you happy or miserable anymore. You refuse to need any particular person or to be special to anyone or to call anyone your own. The birds of the air have their nests, and the foxes their hole, but you will have nowhere to rest your head in your journey through life. If you ever get to this state, you will at last know what it means to see with a vision that is clear and unclouded by fear or desire. Every word there is measured. To see at last with a vision that is clear and unclouded by fear or desire. You will know what it means to love. But to come to that land of love, you must pass through the pains of death. For to love persons means to die to the need for persons and to be utterly alone. Amen, Father DeMello. Perfect words to walk through the middle of Lent. On that note, we will move to our meditation. This will be the time where we will give the first 20 minutes of the day to God. I invite you to take your shoes off, get comfortable, let your feet suck up the energy of the earth while I lower the lights. Personally, I can think of no better way to journey into the land of love than through a contemplative practice. So I invite you to unplug from all technology. I will set the timer for 20 minutes. Oops, not 2 hours. I'll ring the bell to get us started, and I'll ring the bell to bring us out of it. So I invite you to close or lower the eyes, whatever feels safe to you. Take the gaze inwards, and let's begin and end with the sound of the bell. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. As always, let's begin with diaphragmatic breathing, that is, breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly 3 times, in through the nose, out through the mouth, to get us grounded as we begin the week. Together as a community, inhale, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Bringing fresh oxygen to the brain and the body. Last time, give it all you got. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. We take the attention to the body. As always, we begin with the feet. Feel the feet pressed onto the green earth, our mother, and just take in the energy she wants to give you this morning. Good. Moving up the body, we arrive at the chair, providing support. We all need a little support during this pandemic. Let's reflect on how we found support over our weekend. And just lean into that support a little right now. Moving up the body, we arrive at the shoulders, the place that sometimes holds stress and anxiety, and anything we've been holding on to this weekend, we just let go. Surrender. Go over to the winning side. And just notice if you feel a little or a lot lighter. Moving towards the front of the body, we arrive at the heart. I invite you to take the hands to the heart, wherever you find that in your body, cultivating an attitude of gratitude. For St. Ignatius, gratitude was at the heart of the spiritual exercises. We focus on something for which we're grateful this morning and just name it in one word. Gently place that word towards the back of your heart. And as a community, let's breathe one time into the gratitude. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, and just notice what you feel. And finally, we focus an intention for the week. St. Ignatius invites us to ask God for what we deeply desire, being courageous enough to ask God for something great and beautiful today. And we'll seal that intention with an inhale and an exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Engage your sacred word. Listen to the sounds around you and enjoy the miracle of your breath. Please continue. Very gently bring your attention back to the room. If the eyes were closed, let's open the eyes. Let's bring a little energy to the body by circling the wrists. Reverse the train, go the other way. And just a little healthy spine, healthy body, morning stretching. Inhale, raise the arms up. Tip a little to the left, back to center, to the right, back to center. Little back bend, open the ribs. Forward bend, pull the tummy in. Inhale, big stretch, morning stretch, look towards the heavens. Exhale, release, shake it out. Let go of anything you're still holding on. Wonderful job, everyone. If you're new, great job. You did it. You've stepped off into a journey where we get to experience a little miracle in our everyday lives first thing in the morning. Now we'll move to the Jesuit Examine, where we also build a little community through our Ignatian Contemplative practice. So here we do a little Jesuit Examine and we just look over the weekend and notice. We notice where God showed up for us in beautiful and sometimes even new ways. And I invite you to put those comments in the comment box, and I'll share with you where God showed up for me this weekend. So many of you know I have been doing this Jung analytic training once a month, a weekend every month. And this weekend was my favorite of all. It was on one of my very favorite topics in spiritual direction and in therapy, on dreams. Aristotle says the best dream interpreter is the person who can observe resemblances. So we just look at our dreams and notice the connections and the resemblances and go deeper in our spiritual life. So it was a really beautiful weekend doing that on Saturday and Sunday morning. Second, we had our jam, Jesuit Alumni Mass, this Sunday, outdoors, physically distancing with masks on, and it was so great. I always say Blessed Sacrament is the gem of Hollywood. With the new vaccines and all, the outdoor parking lot was filled with people returning to Mass, and then Brother Henry, who runs Genevieve's Garden, which provides lunch and a place of refuge Monday through Friday for people living on the streets, even expanded to Sundays, where the Hollywood Food Coalition brings almost 3,000 meals, and they're handed out to all different agencies to pass the food out throughout the week. So it just keeps getting better and better and better. And then last, again, how much do I love Father DeMello? What a great way to enter this season of Lent by entering through the land of love. So delighted to have all of you sharing together this community on a beautiful Monday morning in Hollywood. Hope your week is off to a great start, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.